Judges chapter 14, I'll just read from verse 1. Now Samson went down to Timnah and saw a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. Take note, no name. Number 2, so he went up and told his father and mother, saying, I have seen a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. Now therefore, get her for me as a wife. Get her for me as a wife. Number 3, then his father and his mother said to him, Is there no woman among the daughters of your brethren or among all my people that you must go and get a wife from the uncircumcised Philistines? And Samson said to his father, Get her for me. Keyword, for she pleases me well. How does someone that they have seen for the first time pleases you well? 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7b, it said, But the Lord said to Samuel, Do not look on at his appearance or at his physical stature, because I have refused him. My emphasis is, for the Lord does not see as man see. Look at the semicolon, which is where I want us to focus on. If a man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. You'll be wondering what I want to take out from there. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with outward appearance, because it is, I'm not trying to establish there that man naturally, even if you're a prophet, you look at appearance. Samuel is considered as at that time the greatest. He's not just called a prophet, he's called a seer. So if there's anybody that should see, it should be him. So it's natural for man, me, you, pastor or no pastor, brethren, to look at the appearance. So I want to start first by saying that for those of you who don't think appearance is important in relationship, you are lying. Amos chapter 3 verse 3 says, Can two walk together except there's an agreement, or they be agreed? So I wrote here, if you have chemistry, I'm trying to do a little bit of math. So chemistry minus compatibility, I said lost. So what usually you feel, it feels good in the moment, but give it time. Compatibility minus chemistry. How many of you have been friend zoned? You can relate. You just feel like even people outside looking at, but you people look good together. What's happening? But both of you just don't look you good together. That's chemistry. Chemistry is not there. Even though you have values, no wonder. So friend zone. However, I personally believe, I didn't put that here, that can still work. That can still work. In fact, this is likely to work than this. This is more fatality than this. Then the next one, the ideal. Chemistry and compatibility, like my brother Jimmy. Fine wife, saw in a dream, like my pastor, PK, fine wife, compatibility, everything is looking well. It's good. That's the ideal we want. It's healthy love, attraction, alignment that build the future. What I always notice, however, why this is good, if you put this first, if you are not careful over time, if you ignore this, you will not end up there. And vice versa. You are compatible, but the things that do you together, you start losing it. This also will not end well. So you must keep as much as possible the equal balance. And of course, that's a chemistry with no boundaries. That's danger.